Today is one of the more complex kind of setting with the random elevator, so that should lead to interesting things, especially considering how this month has been so far for randomizer seats.
And here we go.
How evil are things going to be? Chozo. Not that evil, I guess.
Depends on where.
True.
Okay, so we start off with Vault.
This is very vanilla, very high speed. What do we have in here? What is that? Are those supers in the half pipe?
Robo went back to check Vault, saw an E-tank.
Artifact up there. Ooh.
I do believe you're correct. Those are supers on half pipe.
Aww. With the middle.
Cute little Metroid. Too bad it's nothing.
Yet more missiles. Yet more missiles. We truly are in missile ruins here. Yeah, where does this mean stuff is? I guess it
Well,
depends on what the elevator does.
That leaves us with Temple for, well, Artifact Temple at least. And then...
Depends on what the elevator is, of course.
Oh, right. Shoot. Random elevators. My bad.
It could just be vanilla or one of the other nearby Chozo ones. One of the other nearby Talon ones.
So most likely check will be the good old Beatles.
And yes, this is a feat with random start and random elevator. Is that morph? No, it's space jump. Also works.
Someone called out Morph in the tree. It's looking very plausible now.
Yeah, that could be, At any rate, this is so far pretty effective start. Even if a bit missile heavy. Jump to that first to get Spider. Okay.
More missiles.
At least it's refund. Where does this take us?
I think that's a root case.
So yeah, not quite vanilla, but close enough. Hey! More missiles!
Oh dog, I heard you liked missiles.
We're not quite yet putting missiles in our missiles, we're just getting lots of them. Chin in.
I'll never get tired of seeing that dash.
I get tired of just barely missing jumps on it, but seeing other more competent runners use it is pretty good. Are they gonna risk this? Looks like the answer is yes. Uncle Reggie going for it.
Oh, morph, no less. Let alone morph ball bombs.
Yeah. Risky, but Uncle Reggie feels confident about it. Robo Scout is not doing all
Nailed
that
it.
stuff.
It's a nothing! Thanks, game.
Let's see what's in Vanilla's Piss Jump.
A nice beam.
Ooh, goodies.
Main PB under. I can board
Shit,
today.
Yeah. Ooh. This seed has potential.
It's a little spicy. I like the sauce.
Though there's always the possibility of us getting gravity now here. And then wave soon. No, wave here and then gravity in cargo freight lift.
There's the ball.
Pretty expected. That generally shows up early. Because quite a lot is restricted behind Morph Ball.
So obviously we'd pick up main PBs and we could go back to Chozo and check some of the bomb checks over there.
Training Chamber, Ice Ruins West, Research Core, MQB, Security Cave, Ruined Nursery. I think it was MQB.
My apologies, I spoke over that. I'm sorry.
Not a big deal, but not the most atrocious, I think.
No hamburgers today. Maybe we'll call them meatballs. They look like pointy meatballs.
Bit off target there. 4 more missiles. Both players checking out the frigate. And this type of settings has various movement stuff at beginner, which I think does include this climb. So
It's a very fun climb.
there's so many different routes, and I'm bad at all of them. Probably because I don't just pick one.
Lava Lake.
Now we know what that is at least. I'm guessing they're gonna be picking up main PBs on the way back now. And yeah, if we go back to Chozo and then pick up Varia somewhere there is a distinct possibility that the frigate elevator might be progression, I think. But it really depends on that elevator layout. I don't think we ever saw where this elevator goes. Or did we?
I think someone mentioned it.
Or it's PPC? Because in that case, ooh. Roboscout going for the dash.
Uncle Reggie know what they want.
Well, Uncle Reggie already checked this spot, so.
Gonna make a small little note for all these.
Yeah, this check here should be fully in logic now, even though, although it is quite dangerous, so. That was a shame.
You've got good diversity in runner pathing.
This does seem to be a weekend for lots of power bombs early. Yeah, the mines dive is quite ambitious, potentially very nasty if it goes wrong. Ooh. Is that just more missiles, or was that something important? Missiles, looking back at it.
Hope you like ghost music. Another nothing in Fountain.
Getting a lot of those early.
Especially on a check like Fountain.
Oh, there's the reset from Uncle Reggie. Nothing in that mines dip, but at least he now knows that there's nothing in that part of mines.
So, if someone can just remind me the route that Uncle Reggie took, like what was the elevator names to and fro? It was PPC, I think, was?
Yep.
Mines?
Phase on processing center was the mines location from the don't remember the exact name of that, what we call that elevator.
Uji Chozo entrance? I don't know.
As long as it works for you, so you can keep track of what goes where. Nothing. And we can see both checks over here for Roboscout right away because we do have spiders, so that is...
Mountain Canyon, PPC. Alright, thank you.
Canyon, that's it. Hey! Here it is.
Validated.
Well, half validated. Would have been nice if flamethrower had been up there. Well, Rogue Scout going for the dip into the nastiness. Let's see what's up there. Just E.
Not a bad pick this early on.
Assuming you can nail the slope jump. And of course Rogue Scout nails the slope jump.
Quite easy with SJ after all.
Still a slightly risky play, but with the health replenishment there. And this early in the seed, if you can grab health without going ludicrously out of your way, why not?
There's bombs. So that makes Zoid safe.
Yep.
Just what we want to see.
Right on the way there. Nice and simple. So yeah, Uncle Reggie feels a bit behind now, but does have a sufficient amount of quite useful knowledge. Is it weird that I'm still strangely fond of the Lloyd boss music? Does that just mean I haven't played enough Rando?
It's a very unique one. I enjoy it myself as well.
Prime 1 just has great soundtrack overall.
Counterpoint. Metroid in general.
There are some titles that I think are a bit weaker.
Alright, Zoid, what you got for us, buddy? Ooh. Ice spreader. That'll make Exo easier.
Not the most useful weapon, but you'll take it. Better than another Mythal expansion.
Slightly amusing that the flame-throwing drone has the ice-related weaponry.
That makes some level of sense. Temperature control.
Uncle Reggie taking his dip into the water.
Gotta dive into acid to stay healthy. I do feel like the Mercury Steam entries are somewhat weak in their musical setup as well.
I can understand Dread, but I feel like they did a pretty good job of nailing Samus Returns.
A chunk of it is
something's up in Furnace,
though. Yeah. Up, doing the climb.
Wave.
Suddenly a lot of options. Well, a lot. A couple.
Rackle as well. Okay.
Pretty generous seat so far. And yeah, technically Wave is out of logic, but only needs boost, so...
I'm wholeheartedly expecting that we're going to see a large majority of E-tanks about halfway after this run is done.
At least having supers early makes this less of a pain in the ass. I'm gonna assume Robo Scout is gonna continue on to check the pair of elevators and vanilla ice.
Oh no, more rooms to jot down.
Well, getting as many elevators as possible early is nice. Even more explosion.
Meatball!
Going for a triple bomb jump here, or... No, we're getting more ghost fights on Robo Scout's side. Just gonna go deactivate the force field. No desire to bother with complicated jumps, I guess. Yeah, this is going out of logic. So, then the question becomes, where is boost? Ooh, nice move from Varenziak to stay on that edge to not need a bomb jump.
Power of Light Chamber, maybe?
Power chamber, doesn't that need boost to get up there?
Right.
Or is it space jump plus, or space jump plus, what's it? Space jump plus spider also good enough. I don't remember at what trick level that is. Because it's not a particularly complex jump. Backmore Cavern South workstation. Was this one Great Hall upper or lower? I think it was upper.
Oh, I missed that myself, darn it.
Well, Uncle Reggie should be headed there shortly as well.
Whatever it is, Robo is returning back to Vault.
It's still out of logic anyway, so...
Upper tree.
Yeah, it's one check. That's not in logic until you find boost, and when you find boost, the other checks there also go into logic, so might as well hold off on it.
Oh yeah, boost could be in Gallery Tunnel, couldn't it?
Well, yeah. A classic one to miss out on. We could also just get this artifact here now. Might as well. More E. Which does leave more room for potentially daring backward plays, but... I think there are better things to check first still. their vanilla Varia would be a thing.
Reverse Flagra. We have supers and Spider.
True. Well, let's see what this elevator is. Magmar Workstation, the other one. Woo.
Oh boy.
Workstation check, not quite in logic, but might as well figure out what's in there. So we got both workstation elevators now. Oh, and Reggie is going for the one-off check here. Training chamber, icebergs west. Research core, QA. Security cave. Nursery.
It's like Robo's gonna take the 2 stations to wait. Alrighty.
Warp back to start.
Not sure if that was technically faster. Either way, interesting that that workstation will lead us to early Chozo and Far, so should make it a little easier if they want to come back.
Potentially practical shortcut.
Especially for the plasma for elders.
Yeah. Well, it really depends on where plasma is, of course. Because depending on where the Twin Fires elevator is, some places could get really isolated with this elevator layout. Yeah, today we are once again getting a classic case of boss avoidance. Unless Reggie is now gonna go blonde.
Bossophobia.
No, missile chamber. As far as I know, the Tower of Light logic is still problematic with the number of pickups requirement.
Yeah, because this is Randomania, and Randomania doesn't count expansions.
Yeah, doing that would require a significant rework of the logic, so that's currently not a feature. Yep, planned time for Uncle Reggie.
Loot.
You know, Robo was going back to Talon. But yep. What would be classic is X-ray on plant and then Varia on ghosts.
Wouldn't be the first time.
RoboScout going slow and steady on the climb there.
Going for arbor.
Yep. Whoa.
Ooh.
Are they gonna bother climbing back up? Didn't fall that far, so.
We'll blame the rain on that one.
Yeah, it is kind of damp over there. I do really love how you can actually see those platforms without X-ray because of the rain effect. Such a lovely piece of immersive game design.
Vanilla Varia.
Oh baby, here we go. Yeah, Uncle Reggie ain't pleased with that one. RoboScout having some out of bounds shenanigans going on here. Reggie not going for ghosts. RoboScout not pleased with that. Justifiably so,
Thanks,
I'd say.
Gan. I think Reggie just remembered about ghosts.
Might very well, yeah. Apparently not. Apparently other plans. RoboScout going for the PPC dash. Or the PPC dip. Reggie, this makes sense to actually get that artifact now, so. And get this check out of the way. They hadn't done that yet.
That's only their second E-tank of the run.
Yeah, not going quite as far out of the way as RoboScout has for extra HP.
RoboScout unfortunately missing the trigger skip.
Yeah, that's a
But
shame.
we'll just skip it anyways.
Bit of a time loss for the fight, but still just getting out of there. So not a massive problem.
Now it's Reggie's turn with the light chamber.
Yeah. Time for a disappointment on this side.
Looking at our elevators, I'm trying to think of where the next spot would go.
Oh, RoboScout is actually fighting the drone. Taking it out quickly.
Alright, count the squares.
Well, this seems like quite a lengthy maze. Not utterly evil, but that first stretch was not great.
Reggie with some out-of-bounds shenanigans.
Yeah, I think Roboscout is just gonna get MQA out of the way because they are both gonna need that artifact.
Oh. That's a very interesting way to do that. What Uncle Reggie's doing.
Yep, got some out of bounds shenanigans to get there. Meanwhile, Roboscout using the ultimate visual support tool of gun to figure out where the platforms are.
Who needs visor when you can see with bullet?
Pretty much. There we go on the MQA artifact.
And may we never have to come back here.
Guess that's what Roboscout's hoping for.
Uncle Reggie seems to be having a little bit of trouble getting back in, I want to say.
That's the other room loaded.
And there we go.
Yep, artifact of truth obtained. Plasma's over there.
Okay.
That place suddenly seems to be paying off quite hard.
Magma pool working out to be a very good idea.
Yeah, the rest of those checks was in logic, so...
And Robos is going to be doing reverse flag wrap.
Nice. We're slightly getting pestered by some bees. An experience anyone who has ever played Prime for any amount of time is intimately familiar with. Up goes the plant.
Oh, Elbow Scout now committing arson against a defenseless plant. Remember, guys, save the plants.
Did we ever see what was in this check at the workstation? We're about to.
Don't believe so. Missiles.
Ah, shame.
You know, I agree with what Reggie's doing. He's using the little shortcut to get from close choser to far. Maybe.
Get the check out of the way as well. Well, we're actually going into Backmark missiles because pretty much everything except plasma processing can be checked now.
Well, alright, Reggie, show me up. Guess we'll come back to the plasma check for chamber later.
We could save up into Chozo anyway, so. We're gonna see this check without the boost. No, just quick moving through here. Uncle Reggie basically gambling that let's see. There's nothing he needs in there. I do believe final bosses are off with this preset, so. Nice jump across there. That was Quarantine Cave.
Quarantine Cave at Twin Fires. Words. I've already forgotten the name of the room.
All bosses are on. In that case, it becomes a bit more important to maybe not skip certain checks. Yeah, let's see what the spectral ones are guarding this time.
A spicy meatball. Take it or leave it. Uncle Reggie, checking our favorite jumps. Oh, we've got a visor.
Thermal. Handy. Brave 3 lower, okay. If we get boost, that could be a handy check.
It's boost. Oh boy.
Oh well. This has some consequences. This is not great for Uncle Reggie.
With the wiggle. Missiles in storage cavern. Not what you want to see.
And now Robo's just gonna check this the vanilla way. Yeah, this logic is suddenly flowing really nicely for Robo Scout.
He's gonna be very happy very soon.
Be there. Is it me, or was there basically nothing of value? Nothing of like key value in all of Macmore?
Don't believe so. We haven't checked plasma's processing yet. Plasma
Yeah,
processing?
true.
What?
Roger, using some extra standable terrain to get up more quickly.
Magmore entrance taking us to Talon. Right.
And the question is, where does Uncle Reggie go? The theoretical presence of something in freight lift is, of course, disregarded. Because who the hell goes to freight lift voluntarily?
I'd be evil in saying I'm thinking back to Phazon Mines.
Upper mines might be useful now. Yeah, suitless frigate is an option, but I don't think these runners are planning on hurting themselves that badly. My Robo Scouts is also gonna do the sequence of Magmore checks, it looks like. Which makes a lot of sense now. It gets you your extra elevator info. It's a fair amount of checks that you could basically all do. In fact, Robo Scout can't do them all.
Gonna go for plasma processing.
If something isn't plasma processing, it's that just seals it. Uncle Reggie casually dealing with an elite pirate. Nothing there, just a missile. Shame. Oh, and Uncle Reggie is
run has been validated.
The ammo crate's got a power bomb for the trouble. Ooh, got the Frendrana dip by RoboScout.
I missed what Uncle Reggie saw. I'm gonna guess it was an E-tank.
Yeah, I missed it as well.
Oh, the Metroid.
Nothing.
No rocks today.
Why would you voluntarily fight rocks? Well, it turned out working for voluntarily fight plant this time, so... Slightly missed the jump there.
Missiles under the water.
Pretty empty places currently. Nothing in main quarry. Well, nothing of relevance. Meanwhile, vertical rooms strike again. Sneaky peek at what's in here. Ooh,
X-ray.
X-ray.
Oh boy.
Well, that's worth the time picking up. So,
Especially if OP is required.
almost got to check on what's up top here.
Ooh. Well,
There's phase on.
that's a well and done deal.
You can stand on that little thing there. Ooh. Phase on right next to one of the artifacts. What's left? Yeah, this should now be a casual stroll to the remaining artifacts and that's it for Robo Scout now. Let's see, where are our remaining artifacts? I think there was one in
one of the
ice
labs,
ruins?
I think it said.
Right, there's one here.
There it is.
So probably just grab this and then reverse labs to go to the ice ruins. That's probably still faster than doing Thardas.
Hope you're comfortable looking in the dark.
There is one downside to what Robo Scouts can be doing in that they do not have either of the visors, so that might hinder them a bit. But I think
someone
Robo Scouts is
mentioned
good
that
enough.
that it might be vanilla Magmore Pendrana entrance connection. Unless we already saw. Oh wait, no. Wait, I've forgotten.
We saw that elevator, but I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been. Or was that grade 3 lower? Yes, a slightly slow essence can be dealt with how well this is flowing for Robo Scout. Now for a very well-filled room battle here.
Imagine if Samus still took damage during this cutscene.
I just love that plasma effect. Really let you feel the power of that weapon. Robo Scout just taking this check along the way, because why not? Costs maybe a couple seconds. So a bit like a visor, that would have been pretty practical. And there we are. factor strength. Yeah, fishing for Vikings on the way is an effective play in Roboscout situation, I'd say. Of course, the big question is, does Roboscout know that Uncle Reggie is not using this route? There might
Well,
be
that's
some
the
risk
thing with
taking.
races like that.
We do also have a third runner off stream as well. Coaster Party is also running this seed. Yeah, determining how much risk to take in a race is another one of those key skills. Especially in intense one-on-one tournament matches, that can be a deciding factor. Here we have ship save at 1 hour 3 minutes in. While Uncle Reggie goes deeper into mines.
I think we're probably going to see an OP from Reggie.
Yeah, it's probably gonna do this loop. There we go, without boost. Oh, here's our good friend Bigley.
Relative odds of Reggie checking all of PMT with what they've got is pretty low, I'd say, maybe. Oh, right. Angry metal burp dragon thing.
Angry evil space dragon robot. Well, technically not a robot, more a cyborg.
Very good boost damage there.
Yeah. Grounded. Some really slick movement by Uncle Reggie through there. Doesn't earn anything with it, but nice to see at least. Charges. Meanwhile, Uncle Reggie is fighting Omega.
Well, we got our OP for the week.
Get that optional boss in there.
Chat rejoices.
Meanwhile, Ridley is about to fall again.
Skip my big shadow cutscene. Well, the statues don't care. Be gone.
Into the impact crater.
Alright. How much disappointment are we getting out of our friend OP?
Missiles.
Much disappointment.
Smooth climb up there.
The always optional spider ball tracks.
Let's see how unfriendly the Axo RNG is gonna be. Reggie rechecking the new artifacts. Pretty smooth sailing so far.
Only really phase 4 of EXO that you get the funky twitch ups.
Yeah. You get stuff like getting a lot of wave phases, which somewhat looks good.
Ooh, a good ice spreader from Robo there, getting the skip.
Yeah. Down to some chamber 4. Where Exo immediately starts scrolling hard. I think Exo might have heard this. Run over a bit.
Not actually too bad of a chamber 4. Power and ice.
Now, there was that initial throw, but that wasn't that great.
Ideally, we get plasma here.
Nope.
We get like... Darn it! I had to say something, didn't I?
Yep. Even if you don't think so, the RNG is always listening. The RNG generally knows when you're trying to reverse psychology it. Now it's time for Essence with only Combat Visor.
Visorless Essence. I want to see it.
Well, it shouldn't be that much of a pain unless you get full skipped on Combat Visor phase.
Reggie's probably not feeling too confident about his remaining checks that he's got left.
RoboScout just unleashing phase on the Essence here. Not gonna try any cancels when that might risk boss getting away out of your sights. We are getting cancels now. Nice. Really quick acquisition of targets.
I'm sure those were necessary cancels as it was walking out in and out of the pools.
Animation cancels for the boss.
Oh, that. Of course.
And not adding in the pool cancel as well for true optimal experience, but
I'll get some cool cancels here. And there we go.
steadily progressing.
Figure another 2 more pools. Very cooperative right there.
He definitely manages to spot Essence for these shots as well. Nice. final pull. The next one's dropped. There we go. Is that gonna be enough? No. Those hits drain too much of the phase on off target.
Come on, Essence.
There we go.
There we go.
GG.
That is time.
Clean finishing on that final bosses. RNG not cooperating perfectly, but quite good, especially for Isolus.
Much so indeed.
Hello there.
Why, hello! GG's and congratulations!
Thank you.
Well, that's ended up being a reasonably jet seed.
Yeah, everything was kind of in Chozo aside from Phazon suit. And, well,
Which was conveniently located next to an artifact, so that helped.
Yeah, that was a very, very convenient Phazon suit location. I knew once I saw Wave Beam that Boost Ball had to be somewhere early, because that location logically requires Boost Ball, so I was just like going around like rampantly searching like every single area in the early location just to try and find Boost Ball, and of course it was on Ghosts. Not even Plant, it was on Ghosts. Like, you might think, oh,
Yeah.
Slogger had various, they probably want me to head elsewhere.
Sun
No.
Chamber once again having way more progression than it dares should. Vanilla Varia and Boost.
Yep.
Man, I thought we fixed this already.
Plant is eternal. Plant's greed will show up in every seed.
Of course, we've got to have some way to force people to look at the plant.
But of course.
So, just general, overall, any extra thoughts on it? The seed?
Not really. Plasma and Phazon shoot showing up where they did was extremely good. That was extremely good for me. The seed was very generous with those. Both of them were right next to artifacts, actually. So yeah, strategy of just gunning it for the artifacts as soon as possible after grabbing Boost Ball definitely paid off for me. Aside from that, not really too much. I've kind of just really covered most of it in just early thing of just me realizing Boost Ball was out of place and then desperately trying to search everything and then afterwards just gunning it for the artifacts. Oh yeah, Ridley was a bit, probably couldn't have done better Ridley, and Chaos Face was also a troll.
Yeah, that start of that phase was.
Oh yeah, wanna see where any items were?
Yeah, that seems
Visors.
interesting.
Seems like,
Transport Tunnel A was Thermal Visor, Phazon Mines was Storage Depot A.
And I think some were looking for, we're curious where Gravity was.
Gravity was Life Grove.
Ooh.
Now let's see, where was the validator? Elite Control Access. Nice, I'm unvalid.
Now,
Don't
Reggie
worry,
does have to
Reggie
validate.
Reggie just found Phazon. At that.
That's an oof.
Reggie's
they're
getting
about-
ghosts.
Yeah.
That was kind of an unpleasant moment once you realized what was on Ghosts.
Yeah.
Still no boost for Reggie's then.
Yeah, it was, the ball was very much in your court once you found boost there, so...
Yeah. This is kind of the important things that you get when you pay attention to logic. Just because I was just able to pick up where boost ball could potentially... The locations boost ball could be just based on where wave beam was.
Yeah, that does limit it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Especially that combination of boost and wave.
Yeah. Also, warp to start really helped me out, as it allowed me to just grab that artifact in MQA without having boost, so, yeah.
Yeah, that was another one.
Seemed really nice to get that out of the way early.
Yeah, that was a very nice time to grab it. I was hoping boost ball would have been there, but, it worked.
Good win.
Yep. So I should probably check on the race stream, see what Reggie's up to.
Reggie did get all the artifacts now on their way to final bosses, I think.
I'm guessing Reggie out of bounds into training chamber.
Yes,
Yep.
they did.
Very nice.
Reggie also got plasma a fair bit earlier than you because of different order, because that out of bounds happened
Yeah,
fairly early on.
that's definitely something that helps out.
I believe you picked up that plasma and that artifact as like your third or fourth artifact, where that was Reggie's very close second.
Not surprised. Reggie does seem to like that trick, and it does seem to go well for him.
Well, if you're in the area and you're comfortable with it,
Yeah, no. God. Seems to work out well for him. Out of bounds just makes my head hurt in this game.
that makes my head hurt in general, even in Echoes where it's a fair bit easier.
Oh yeah, true. The nonsense people get up to with out of bounds in that game.
Yeah. Should be a fairly straightforward set of final bosses for little Reggie. Pretty solid pile of E-tanks.
90 missiles, I think? No, 100.
Yeah.
100
Plenty.
missiles, yeah. Only downside is
all
Ridley's gonna
all
be a bit
visors.
slow.
Yeah, Ridley.
Ooh, yeah.
Reggie's not gonna be happy hearing where Boost Ball was.
At least it means we get to hear this music again.
Yep. Yeah, my final bosses were not the best in general. Visorless Essence is never fun, though.
You handled it pretty well for Visorless, especially in the early ones where you reacquired Essence quite quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
The later stretch, that's where Essence was getting out those attacks just a tad too quickly to fall into that lockdown pattern.
Off, I've just seen the joke you've made in chat. And I half appreciate it, and I half am crying about it because I didn't make that joke myself.
Hold on, I had to see this.
This ball was truly in your court.
That was wonderful. All.
I didn't realize I joined the dad channel.
Didn't you know? There's always time for puns on there.
I have never been in a streaming situation where there was not time for puns. Because people make time.
Yep.
There shall be puns.
You shall not pass without puns. There will be no fast, only feast.
Feast?
Well, let's see how many charges we get here.
Yeah. Reggie's pretty good at chargers, so snipes, so. Probably going to be a lot more impressive with final bosses than mine was.
Relatively friendly, Ridley.
Yeah. Very fast for, yeah.
I do like Phazon with the greenish glow effects.
Yeah, the custom colors in Prime are cool.
Some of the custom HUD colors can be a bit tricky.
Yeah.
That's one of the points that needs to be looked at for the Cross Game Cup, and it is being looked at as far as I know.
Yeah, that's just unfortunately something. Looks cool, but it can be annoying for the trackers.
Yeah. It's generally fairly sensible to take care of it though, so.
Yeah. I think this was even more of an issue back when the cross-game item models weren't a thing, which...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because when you just pick up Metroid and then have no idea what you just picked up.
And of course, in races, having alternate colors can also help distinguish things a bit.
Yeah. It's a shame that it won't be going into Echoes. It would be really cool to see like team colors going in between the two.
That would be cool, yeah. Let's see how this one is taken down. Wipes. Top Timber one was really clean.
Yep.
Of course, he goes straight into wave again.
Of course. Exo's gonna troll.
Yeah, well, Reggie doesn't have a full tracker. He does have the full HUD. Only missing boost gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, gravity wasn't anything too important in this seed.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah, yes, definitely, thankfully.
Everybody wants to see Frigate.
Yes, but do you want to see Frigate without gravity? Because that's where you get some nonsense.
I only want to see it when I'm sure that I've got enough time in my evening.
Yeah, it is a very slow trick. It's nonsense, but slow nonsense.
Multi-worlds be like, so you want to spend an entire week in BK.
Yeah, it's worth knowing that a lot. And the meta for CGC is going to be a lot different than the meta for either of the solo games because you have a lot more free time to just try out of the way tricks.
Resets for intel and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. It's going to be
Chaos
very
plus
interesting
fate,
seeing
starting
how
with
it plays out.
Being quite generous there.
Yep.
Double swap there. Almost there. But of course, Exo can always get in some last minute trolling.
All right, 2 pool or 3 pool?
I'm gonna say something goes wrong and there's a pool skip. Just because.
Because Essence is just that rude.
Yep.
You know, we had to say something, didn't we?
As I mentioned earlier, the RNG is always listening.
Essence is always a troll.
Except when you're going in fully expecting it to be and then suddenly not.
Safety wall.
Sometimes you can successfully mind game it, but it seems only when the random number deities deem it funny.
Yeah. It's not what would actually make sense of your day. It's what's funny by the RNG.
Plenty of possible superstition there. I'm also involved in tabletop gaming stuff, and like, if you want the real RNG superstitions, oh boy.
Oh, yeah, I do that, but oh boy, the amount of I swear the cults aren't only in game.
Well, it depends. You've also got stuff like a player just grabbing. Yep. GG.
135-17. Got one.
Mostly clean essence.
And there's Uncle Reggie. Hello, welcome in. GG's.
GG's indeed.
GG.
Boy,
So,
I am
Reggie.
just no good at those elevator seeds. I tell you what.
So, Reggie, do you want to know where Boost Ball was?
I am actually about to find out. Where did my controller go?
Did we spoil it?
There we go. What do we have? I'm coming up on it right now in the credits. And oh boy.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, shame on me. That was an active decision because I was like, surely it will not put Vanilla Varia and something important on Ghosts.
Sun
This
Chamber.
randomizer wouldn't do that.
Sun Chamber gonna be Sun Chamber.
Yeah.
Super fun chamber. Love that for me.
Yeah. I eventually figured that part out because Wave Beam was in Upper Furnace, which requires it requires Boost Ball, so I figured Boost Ball can't be anywhere locked behind Wave Beam, so because of that I was basically searching through almost the entirety of the early game until I finally found it on Ghosts.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Got there in the end, but yeah, that was the big source of the delay.
Yeah, not being permitted to go fast for the vast majority of the seed, plus the fact that in order to get the MQA artifact, I either had to save warp out, which I didn't want to do because of Mines' proximity to Fendrana. Because I figured out where the Fendrana Shorelines elevator was pretty early. Once I had gone to Magmore, I was like, all right, cool, I know exactly where this elevator is, and that was when my route clicked. But not being able to go fast through all that and then having to go all the way through OP to get a whopping 10 missiles off of it super feels good, man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
At least the nothing that was in MQB was a very, very pretty shade of like dark purple.
Cat was entertained by OP at least.
I did pretty well with OP considering I didn't have boost. I was pretty happy I managed to get the one cycle. It's a little bit more tight if you don't have boost to get over to the other Phazon pool.
Yeah, it
Very
suddenly adds a
impressive.
little dash of extra challenge to that fight.
No, I had a pretty bad EXO. I got trolled around by it a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like Prime was in a trolley mood in general.
Oh,
Yeah.
Essence hurt me.
Yeah, I had to do a visorless essence in that. That's always fun.
I still managed to 3-pool, but the skip right off the bat was frustrating.
I must apologize because I'm the one who caused that to happen. I'm like, alright, are we getting 2-pool or 3-pool? And they're like, let's go with 3-pool because we're gonna call skip. So that is entirely on me.
Let's see. Boostless Ridley was pretty good, though. I was very happy with that one.
Yeah, it seemed to go pretty smoothly.
I've been playing around with different scenarios of how to do that fight if you don't have boost, and I think letting him land the second time and then just unloading with those rapid fire missiles is definitely the way to go.
Well, looks like our third runner who was competing off stream forfeited. Good effort by Toaster Party, but they died EXO in Subchamber 4.
Rip.
Rough.
Rip.
Rest in spaghetti, Dad.
Rest spaghetti, never forgetty.
The seed itself was pretty I don't feel really strongly about it. The boost ball
Relatively
being
gentle
on fun
for-
ghosts.
Relatively
Was,
gentle in terms of layout and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
so
Phazon
bad,
and Plasma
but-
being where they were was very nice. Because they were both right next to artifacts.
Yeah, I wish I I need to remember when I do these that I should chase artifacts to carve the path through the game world instead of kind of trying to read where it's going on my own way. Because if it's in a vanilla elevator seat, I know exactly like how to get it to and from and where in between. When I generally struggle with these random elevator seeds.
It can be really hard, especially when you're well keyed into the non-random elevators and the routing in that.
I kept tripping myself up mentally on them being not randomized. I was like, oh wait, hold on, they're randomized. And I literally wrote a list of where each elevator went so that I could be like, okay, so we could do this.
Yeah. I enjoy these seeds. It's a shame that I'm not very good at routing them out and figuring things around and about, because they are interesting and very fun. I'm just not very good at doing them fast.
Yeah, random elevators can be fun, but they do take a different kind of approach to routing than vanilla seeds do.
A lot more mental thought processes. Because we've got to remember where each and every elevator goes. I think starting at Vault was a pretty good starting spot for most.
Yeah, I abused Warp to Start so many times throughout this seed.
It was a very convenient spawn location, and considering where Talon went, it was very, very useful.
Yeah, definitely on the good side of a starting location. Or powerful side, useful side.
Yeah. Practical.
Swiss
Flexible.
Army knife of elevator accesses.
Yep.
I think this has been the kindest rando seed this month so far for the Prime weeklies.
Oh yeah, the past two ones have been pretty gnarly, and the Echoes yesterday one, that one was kind of aggressive too, wasn't it?
Mostly rude. Something with required boss fights.
BB Guardian.
Oh, I remember where supers were. That's good.
Yeah.
Echoes is suffering, people.
Yep.
But at least regularly it's entertaining suffering.
For those not involved.
Some people enjoy it.
Oh yeah, no, suffering can be a good time.
You need to be at least a little bit weird to enjoy randos. But at least it's the fun kind of weird.